Hey, this is Jeff, and welcome back to Starfield. Moara sounded a little bit homesick last week, and I was going to take him home to Sidonia, which would purely coincidentally let me assign someone else to the crew with skills that are actually applicable to the Frontier's loadout. Maybe hire him back if I decide to switch over to EM weapons. But it let me assign Sarah to the crew without dismissing anyone, which is odd since the Frontier says it has max crew of 2, but maybe somebody's skills are buffing that. Whatever the case, I'm not going to look that gift horse in the mouth because her rank 4 astrodynamics skill decreases fuel consumption so much that we could travel non-stop from Jemison to Aquila. Which will be convenient when we take Heller over there to mine titanium, but that's not at the top of the agenda. The first thing I want to do is go over to Talsadi and investigate Vladimir's second lead, see if we can recover another artifact. So let's do that. For crying out loud. I wouldn't be inclined to ignore a distress signal under any circumstances, but I do freelance work for lists, so I feel kind of obligated to help. I mean, independent settlers trying to get out from under the government's thumb. My kind of people.
I'm not afraid to use this to defend my home and my family. But you sure as hell don't look like any spacer I've seen before.
That's because I'm not. You were broadcasting a message to list vessels, and as it happens, I am one.
If you're with lists, then I'm the keeper of the enlightened. It actually worked. I was wondering if I was just yelling into the void. That message was mine, all right.
No, seriously, I am with list. Your broadcast made it sound like you're in trouble. Anything I can do to help you out?
So let me get this straight. You heard a distress call and you flew all the way down here. What are you, some sort of priest or good Samaritan? I didn't know people like you were real, but I got a heap load of problems. And I'm willing to pay my share for the help.
I'm with list. And unless I know what kind of help you need, I can't exactly commit to providing it. If you need help with a floral arrangement, I am not your guy.
Sensible. Used to be 4 families that List helped set up stakes in this system. We rarely saw eye to eye in the best of times, and believe me true, these ain't the best of times. Spacers started raiding and it's been getting worse. Only a matter of time before they end us all. Unless you're willing to help some hard-working, pig-headed settlers out.
Okay, that is the kind of problem I can help with. Who are the 4 families?
The Wens and the Bandas are farmers like me. Jacqueline the mayor and her daughter have some mining operation with dreams of hitting it big. I've tried in the past to get us to work together, but you don't join List unless you have a healthy dollop of obstinacy.
So I imagine. Like I said, my kind of people. Plague is a bit dramatic, but I've been jumped by spacers myself, and they are an annoyingly persistent problem.
No arguments here. The spacers have taken out the family's List satellites, so we can't even talk to each other. Isolate and eliminate, a classic tale. You fix the Lopez satellite, and I'll open a secure channel, and we can sync up and get the lay of the land. And then get all of our satellites operational.
Makes sense to me. All right, I'm on it.
It might be I'm getting caught up in the moment, but I actually feel optimistic for once. Thanks.
I'm assuming we're going to get jumped when we try to fix the satellite. Left mouse lasers, right mouse railguns, missiles on G. Make sure I have the shields powered.
This right here is my catnip. Orbit reached.
Yep, as I expected.
Wrong place, wrong time.
They're taking down the hull faster than I can repair it. There had to be another one I didn't see, because those 2 were only level 4.
Orbit reached.
All right, let's try that again. I think this one might just be bait. Yeah, there are two more behind me, and I bet they're a lot more dangerous. See if I can get eyes on them. Jeez, the shields are already down. Well, apparently I have never survived a space battle once we started taking hull damage. But I did remember it's 0, not 0 this time. If I can finish off the little one, we'll be taking that much less fire.
Enemy spine is 1 ground drive.
Oh, this is gonna be good.
Of course, that isn't the one that was really doing the damage. Level 12. There's your problem. The good news is, with Sam on board, we can outmaneuver them. The bad news is, if they keep hitting us, the shields are never going to regenerate. And I can't keep spamming repair parts forever.
You tagged their grab drive.
I think we have like 5. Well, started with 5. Probably only have 1 or 2 left now. And the other one's level 12 too. Yeah, no wonder they tore us to shreds when we were chasing the bait ship. This is nasty for a little side mission. I don't think we're in the tutorial anymore, Toto. Get back behind him. We already got turned around. He's more maneuverable than I thought.
Nailed their ground drive.
I think we got him now. Well, that was kind of tense.
Our jump system's back up.
All right, let's see what we can salvage. There's the satellite. Slow down.
The green light is on, which means communications is up. Sending the data on the other satellites. You do hear me, right? Hello?
Yeah, the damage is mysteriously worse than I thought, but I hear you loud and clear.
Now that's a weight off my shoulders. It's gonna take some time dealing with someone competent. I don't suppose you want a job working hydroponics. No one ever says yes to that. Once you repair the other satellites, I'll open a channel to the other families.
I assume the spacers are going to ambush us at them too. So where are they? I'm falling for it again. Switch target. Not get up. E is switch targets and hold E is get up. But why would you ever do that in combat?
Fully repaired.
That's a dangerous default key assignment. I mean, sure, just don't hold it, but if you're cycling between multiple targets and your finger doesn't quite come off the key, you could be dead in the time it takes you to sit back down.
Nowhere to run, pal. Grab drive out.
More worried about our grab drive, Sam, because about now is when I would normally be running.
Our grab jump system's fried, Captain.
I'm gonna blame that on taking a break in the middle of the battle. That, kids, is what we call a Pyrrhic victory.
Jump drive down.
No, that's headed right...
Shield system.
That was epic. I can't believe she rammed me. Yeah. Adios, jerks. These guys are kicking my ass, so I'm going to try a different approach. Grav jump away to get some space to breathe, and then I say we jump back in, rush the satellite, hit repair on the way past, and jump back out before they can hit us. Right. Can't fast travel on the system map, so we'll have to jump to a nearby star first. What's that? Van Manen's star. Good enough. Well, if the shields hold long enough for the grav drive to spin up.
Just die already!
Grav jump complete.
Good. And nobody's shooting at us on this end. Even better. So what's down there? Not much. Well, I said I wanted a minute to catch my breath, so yeah, let's survey it. Okay, we should definitely be able to see that from outside.
Yeah, what is it?
Bet you thought I'd never remember to do this, but the gravity here is even lower than the titanium moon near Aquila. Drum roll, please. Nope, that is a fake cockpit. Whoa. If the gravity here was any lower, we could reach escape velocity just by jumping. There it is. Volcanic vents. Survey complete. Alright, I guess now we gotta go deal with those spacers. Let's try a different satellite this time. That one's at the moon of the planet Vladimir told us to check out, which doesn't necessarily mean it's safe, but would there really be enemies from two different quests in the same place at the same time? Hopefully not. If there are, we might have a real problem. Looks safe. Good. Alright, let's go fix it. Try not to ram this one. How close do we have to be? That'll be good to know when we go for the one where there are spacers. The closer we have to be, the more accurate we have to be.
Excellent. And I'll patch in. Lopez to win? Lopez to win. When? When? This does not sound good. When? Please. We may be the three families now. I hope the other families are okay. And the sooner we make contact with them, the better.
Okay, that was about 500 meters. Well, pretty generous. We just have to intersect any part of a sphere 1 kilometer in diameter. Anything else here? Well, no settlement marker. No atmosphere, not much in the way of resources. I don't think this is where the Wens lived. I think it's just where they had their satellite. Well, here we go. There's the satellite. Floor it and be ready to hit R. I don't see any spacers, though.
Go ahead. Try and run.
Watch me, jerk.
Another satellite up. And broadcast.
Now, back to Van Manen's star. Again, assuming our shields hold while the grav drive spins up.
Lopez to Lemaire. Jacqueline, are you there?
Albin? How the hell? I'm almost glad to hear your voice.
Listen, we need to meet, all of us. These spacers have got us on the ropes.
What sort of game are you playing? We're not going to fall for another of your cons.
Let's see what there is to see.
No game, no ruse. Times have changed. We need to move on or we'll all be the saddest little footnote in history.
We can meet, but it'll be on my ship.
Fine.
Huh.
I closed the call. So that's good old Jackie. Get to the other families. Hopefully they'll give us a better reception.
All right, one more time. No screwing around. These are the ones that already killed us 3 times. 4 times. I lost
Short
count.
work of 'em. I have a signal.
Back to Van Manen's star. Again. And if I max out grav drive power, it should spin up faster.
Let me... Lopez to Banda? Banda, you there? You got the satellites back up? That'd help. Big help from a friend. I didn't know you had...
Oh, I never get tired of that.
I'm turning over a new leaf. In that vein, we have to meet all the families. Oh, I bet Jackie's gonna love that. Oh, she was a real peach about it. So she's in? Has to be her ship, but she's in. I'll come over. And, Alvin, it's good to hear you. Oh, you're choking me up here. Well, head on over to the rendezvous. And that's the last of them. Stranger, let's meet up on Lemaire's ship. I'll square away payment, but I have a feeling this ain't over and there may be further paying work ahead.
That does seem likely.
Look alive, crew.
Of course there are spacers here. Where's Jackie's ship? Well, there's the marker. How far away is it?
You're going down.
900 kilometers. Jeez, you couldn't have given me better coordinates than that?
Wrong place, wrong time.
Apparently so. We're going a kilometer every 5 seconds or so without boosting. 12 kilometers a minute. That's not even fast by airplane speeds, much less by spaceships. No wonder it didn't look like I was getting anywhere when I tried to fly manually from Vectera to Crete. And the game probably doesn't expect you to do this manually either, but game is wrong.
Time to die.
She keeps making threats, but it doesn't seem like they can catch us, so I see no reason to fight them. 900 kilometers at 12 kilometers a minute, hour and 15 minutes. Be even less with boosting, but I'm not going to sit here the whole time. Yeah, I'm going to center the cursor and go grab a beer. I can keep an eye on it while I check my email, get a head start on the video description, whatever. Lean over and hit the boost key once in a while. Yeah, I'll see you on the other side. Well, hey, we have a fast travel prompt. They must have given up. I can't believe that actually worked. Assuming there aren't more of them over here.
Now, you're not pestering the captain, right, Cora?
Pester? You think I'm a pest?
Oh, never. Poor choice of words. You being nice to the crew, too?
Of course.
So this book collection fund I heard about?
Don't you always say, don't listen to rumors?
Hail 'em.
You got anything to say? Say it to Jackie.
Jeez, I just wanted to ask for permission to dock. I think Lopez is right about his neighbors having a bad attitude.
Seals are tight. We're docked.
So, this is our savior, huh? Figured you'd need someone else to do something useful.
Charming as ever. First things first, I'm pretty sure the Spacers got the wins. No contact with them.
All of them? My God.
Shit.
They were good people. And they died. Needlessly. because we couldn't get our act together.
That's rich coming from you. You've scammed me time and time again, Albin.
The spacers are a threat to us all, Jackie.
And that is the salient point. Mistakes were made, we need to get past that. What I'm proposing is a mutual defense pact, nothing else. Each of us throws in our ships, men, materials, and whatnot, enough to protect all of our asses.
I wouldn't give you one solitary ounce of helium-3 if my life depended on it.
The problem is, it does. I think we all need to cool off. Stranger, a word? First things first. You did an honest day's work, you deserve an honest day's pay. Here, with heartfelt compliments. But I expect you know what's coming next. We're not military folk, and I'm not ashamed to say we are out of our depth. I'll pay you more, much more. If you can help kick the spacers out of our system for good, and coordinate our efforts to do so.
Well, like I said before, how much I can help depends quite a bit on what you need. If it's going down to a planet and assassinating their leader, we're good to go.
Right you are. So we're not babes in the woods. Each family has a ship or two and hard men and women that can handle themselves in a firefight. But the root of the problem is, admittedly, a self-inflicted injury. My family was here first, and when Liz sent other families here, perhaps I didn't take to it kindly. Might be I made an odd credit here or there at their expense. Something Lemaire especially has never let me live down. As our new mercenary commander, please talk with Band and Lemaire. Lemaire, God help us, especially we could use. Her family's got the most ships and crew by far. But if she's a lost cause, Ben and I can muddle through.
Hello, stranger. Your work in getting the satellites up? You've done us a good turn. I know it was paying work, but a lot of mercs wouldn't even take a list contract. You here to talk about the defense pact?
I am, and I'm not a merc. I'm here on behalf of List. I have my orientation materials right here. Why will none of you believe me? Anyway, yes, Albin was helping you, hoping you'd join the defense pact.
I figured he might. I mean, I agree that right now coming together makes sense, but going forward, it's hard to imagine Jackie and Albin working together for the long haul without one winding up with a knife in the back.
Yeah, about that. Any advice on getting this to work?
If you can get those stubborn mules to work together, really together, they might be able to see the sense of this defense pact going forward.
Okay. I'm glad you're willing to help.
Not much of a choice, really. Well, the bandits will join the defense pact. We got one ship operational, another we can patch up. It's not much, but you'll have us when you need us.
Just so you know, Albin is a con man and a thief. Associating with the likes of him reflects poorly on your character.
List strives to ensure all of our clients are successful, ma'am. And he's played me straight so far.
Lucky you, then. So here's the deal. Odds are good my crew can hold out against the Spacers all by ourselves. If we're gonna band together, I have the most to contribute and the most to lose. The smart play for my interests is the Lemaire's hunker down and outlast the storm.
Well, I could pay her. But there is zero chance Phil Hill is going to reimburse me if these people don't even acknowledge I'm with List. Which, it kind of surprises me that they don't. But I can't resist a good persuade option. Whatever you got, the Spacers got more. Band together or die alone.
I may not be some sort of military expert, but you can't know that for certain.
3 turns to get 6 points. 1-pointers aren't going to get us there. Well, 6 in a row, including bonus turns, would, but the chances of that are not good. Guess we'll start with a medium. Come on, Jackie. You know joining the defense pact is the right thing to do.
Do I? It's not that simple.
Well, same logic still applies. Appeal to her pride. What, you want us to fight your battles for you?
I'm not afraid of a fight.
Let's see if we can get a bonus turn with the easy. A Banda Lopez alliance without you will affect your interests down the road.
They're small time, even together. Maybe you're on the level, maybe you're not. But I know for damn certain Albin's crooked. Sorry.
Too late to bribe her?
A defense pact? Right. It's just another one of Lopez's cons.
Apparently so.
We need to stand together. It's as simple as that. So is a defense pact in business? Come on, don't keep me in suspense.
I hit a brick wall with Jackie. But the good news is, Chanda's on board.
I can't say I'm surprised. Well, 2 families will have to do. So, the sensors have picked up 2 contact groups. Undoubtedly our spacer friends. We don't have many ships, but we can send them with you. Or hold them in reserves, your call.
Ships. I was afraid of that. Any details?
Expect more than you encountered at the satellites. How much more? Hard to say at this distance.
Even better. Yeah, I could definitely use your help. Send what ships you can.
You got it. I'll send along word. After you deal with the spacers, meet back on my farm. I've got an idea how to find where the spacers are based.
I was really hoping you already had that part figured out and we were talking ground assault. Why am I stuck? Oh, apparently we're docked back here anyway. That said, that does give me an idea.
Is there a way to go faster than the speed of light? And none of that grab tech cheating?
Hey Sam, contact Albin and tell him not to start the party without me. We're making a quick trip back to Jemison. I am better with guns than I am with ships, but the real reason we're not falling behind in ground combat is my equipment. And other than the new grav drive, I'm still flying the tutorial ship. And the shipbuilder is kind of complicated, but I don't think we have much choice but to dig in and figure it out. What does upgrade ship do? Upgrades the ship, presumably, but how is that different from the shipbuilder? Oh, that's much simpler. We could just upgrade systems in place without having to take the ship apart and drag components around and plug them back in. All right, what are the options? Okay, I'm not 100% sure if total damage output is as simple as multiplying fire rate times damage type, but if it is, this particle beam does 3 times as much damage to their hull as our lasers. It only does 80% as much damage to their shields, but it has 3 times the range, so we don't have to be right on top of them to take their shields down. Same mass and power consumption, so it doesn't affect any other aspect of ship performance. And it's not even that expensive. 5,000 credits. Do it. And speaking of shields, we could stand an upgrade there, too. What are the options? 30% increase in shields is really tempting, but we'd need a bigger reactor to take advantage of it. Okay, let's look at reactors. Tiny hit to maneuverability, but it's got the extra power we need and gives us a big boost to hull points. Sold. And our missiles are already better than anything they have for sale, but I never use the railgun. Turrets don't do much damage, but I wouldn't have to think about them in combat. Didn't I also see a particle turret? Oh yeah. I think that turret is better than the main laser cannon we had up to now. What's the more expensive one do? 1 extra point each against hull and shields, slightly less range. Max power doesn't matter if you don't have enough power to allocate. What's the range on the railgun turret? 800? That's pathetic. Alright, the pricey particle beam it is. Tab to exit makes me a little nervous. Confirm modifications. Yes. Hopefully that'll make combat a little more viable. And I don't think the ship does need any repairs. No option to do a heat leach inspection. Alright, thanks. See ya.
If it belongs on your ship, then I'm sure we have it for sale. Oh, please, take a look.
Ship parts. Yes. Buy them all. Don't know if there's enough room in the cargo hold, but if not, I'll just drop them on the deck. And now we see if any of that makes a difference.
Engage and blow them to shit.
Oh yeah, we're taking down their shields from a click and a half out.
Pound them to dust.
Took out their direct hit engine. You guys get to join the No Shields Club.
Well, that's a good sign. Don't get cocky.
Fire back. Can't take much more.
Target's grav drive is down.
Well, apparently the first one wasn't a fluke.
Light you up.
Enemy's grav drive disabled.
Bye-bye, enemy shields. Ah.
Well, that one was only level 4.
Target's shields are down.
That one too.
Took some damage here, but we're clear. Thanks, stranger.
You're welcome. Let me grab some salvage and we'll go after the next group. I'm cautiously optimistic, but that was a 12 and 3 4s, not a 4 and 2 12s. Plus we had allies drawing their fire. So it's not safe to assume we went from Bruce Banner to the Hulk just yet. Yeah, we don't have a lock, but we've got them targeted more than 2 kilometers out. That might be as important as the increased power.
Enemy's jump drive is offline.
Your grav drive is toast.
Enemy's shield system is offline.
The power's nice too, though. The level 4s just melt. And likewise, the shield strength is nice, but the increased regen speed is really nice.
Got the grav drive. Get it working.
Are you okay, Dad? You look tired.
We've blown out that grav drive.
I'm alright. Your dad's just not as young as he used to be.
And it doesn't feel like the 1 point of maneuverability we lost made any significant difference in our turn radius.
Enemy grav drive out.
Spacer contacts eliminated. That was... wow. Some good flying there. Lopez is ready for you at the farm. Thanks.
You're welcome. I'm gonna scoop up some salvage and then we'll see if he figured out where their base is.
Glad to hear you're back, safe and sound. Banda, you owe me 30 credits.
You're tougher than I thought.
Easy money. So while you were doing that, I used the communication satellites to triangulate some Spacer's chatter. There's an old derelict star station the Spacers are using as a base.
Clearing Spacers out of a space station is a bit closer to my wheelhouse than dogfighting. That's our target.
Couldn't say it better myself. There are undoubtedly a lot of Spacers there, both ships and men on the station itself.
We could really use Lemaire's ships for this. But we're never going to get a better chance to clean this system for good.
100% agree. So, oh glorious leader, any words of wisdom or inspiration before we embark?
Cheesy propaganda isn't really my style. Just be careful. I know you're tough, but the Spacers are no joke.
So caution's the word of the day. Got it. We need to bring everything we got to bear. There won't be any do-overs on this one. We'll all be waiting for you to jump in.
I'm not terribly delighted that we have to fight through more ships to get there, but I guess we'll deal with it. Lynn's like, why are you idiots standing in the radiation? I'm going inside.
Go ahead. Try and run.
Not this time, pal. I'd like to think these are the ones we didn't kill at the family satellites, but they're probably still out there.
Enemy's grav drive out of commission.
You ran out of luck.
But there are a lot of them here.
Oh yeah, you're done.
Maybe this fight would be easier if you thinned the herd earlier.
Their shield system is damaged.
One down.
Grav jump offline.
Apparently we're really not running from this one. I wonder if enemies can have targeting skill and prioritize your... Damn it. I really need to change that hotkey. It might get us killed again.
Captain, our grav drive is fully repaired.
Okay, running is back on the menu. It doesn't look repaired to me, Sarah. Yeah, do they prioritize your grav drive so you can't run, or is the damage random and that's just a more delicate system? Dunno. Oh, maybe Sarah was talking about their grav drive being repaired. It's hard to keep track.
Can't skip the system with a fried grav drive, huh?
Another one down. And that was one of the 12s.
Wrong place, wrong time.
They've lost grav jump capability.
That was a 14.
Look alive. Spacers got reinforcements. More contacts jumping in.
Of course there are. Yeah, we can outmaneuver the big ships easily, and we can just about keep up with the little ones.
You're going down.
Which is entirely due to Sam being on board.
You took out their jump drive.
With no piloting skill, they'd be flying circles around us otherwise.
Can't get away from me.
Boost away from that missile lock. And yeah, it makes sense that they'd have a bigger fleet around their base, but maybe the reinforcements are the ones we didn't kill earlier. But if I had to put money on it, I'd bet they're still out there. And I have no idea if our new particle turret is doing anything. There's just too much to keep an eye on already. But that's kind of the point of a turret. You don't have to pay attention to it. What have we got left? At least one level 14 still out there. Gonna play chicken.
Nowhere to run, pal. Grab drive out.
That's another unfortunate key binding. O is repair, unless you have the scanner up, in which case it's photo mode. And like get up being the same as switch targets, it almost got us killed there. And why are we out of ship parts? Because I never put them in the cargo hold. They're still in my backpack. Kind of surprised it won't use them out of your personal inventory. Or maybe it did and I just used more than I thought.
Boarding the star station. It's time to reclaim this system for good.
There you are. Grab drive is functional.
Check that when we dock. And be careful, because we probably don't have enough hull points left to survive bumping into it.
We have a clean dock, right on the money.
First things first, don't forget I left my machine gun on the floor. Now, ship parts. Oh yeah, had them right here in my pocket. That would have been pretty embarrassing. And with all that salvage, we are once again out of cargo capacity. Well, use a couple to repair the ship and then there'll be room. Suspiciously quiet. Nicht anymore. Looks like we have quest markers for the spacers. And apparently the colonists beat us here. We can rank up ballistic weapons again. Which might not be a bad idea, even though there are other things I really want. I think persuasion, hacking, and boost pack training are all ready to rank up. And I wouldn't mind unlocking weapon mods and spacesuit mods, because we're about out of things we can research at this point. I've only had a few minor dilemmas so far where I was like, we'll have to pick that up next time.
The ship's under attack.
But as the interval between levels expands, I think the choices are going to start getting harder and harder. This is cool. Oh, there's the frontier. Probably not a great idea to stand up, but... yeah, I think that's our new particle cannon on there. Not sure why I'm so impressed that the external appearance of the ship reflects the upgrades you make to it. Probably because I remember the days when that wouldn't necessarily have been the case in a game. Anybody under 25 is probably like, well, why wouldn't it? Duh.
Let's finish this!
I wish Lynn would wear the spacesuit I gave her in situations like this. What are you shooting at? Oh, hello. Where did you come from? Grenade. I'd feel a lot less nervous if I knew for sure that companions have unique outfits with decent damage resistance. I just worry that it's more like more grenades.
You won't get the best of me!
Like, spacesuits are for space, street clothes are for everywhere else. Some non-spacesuit apparel has a little bit of DR, but I think 15 is the highest I've seen. I think that's what my Argos jumpsuit was, so there's nothing other than a spacesuit I could give her that'd be higher than what she's wearing, even if that isn't a unique variant. More grenades. Ow. Well, that was my fault for charging forward like that, but if enemies suddenly have a counter to my usual pick 'em off from behind cover tactics, we might have a problem. And what is that?
This will be
It's like a Gatling laser or something bad. And I think I saw a spacer captain there for a split second. That sounds bad too. These guys are a bit scarier than the ones at the Star Yard.
I've been hit.
Well, put on your spacesuit. You know, I'm not even 100% sure she wears the one I gave her when we're not in a breathable atmosphere. I'll have to pay attention the next time we go someplace we need them.
You're an easy target.
Did I not get the one down here? I did not. Come on. Poke your head out. Now, can we flank the captain from here? What's that? Nova Blast Disruptor.
It seems we scared them off.
That sounds like fun, but I really can't afford to start putting points in EM weapons. Still worth a lot of money, though. Secure access. That sounds important. I don't think I ever did show you how the hacking minigame works. Hacking and lockpicking kind of being a single skill in this game, because even the locks are high-tech. You have to line up the probes on your digipick with the slots in the lock. Outer ring first, then the inner. You have 4 sets of probes, and you need to be careful because a given set might align with more than one group of slots. You break a pick if you get it wrong, so you want to start with ones that can only go one way. Like, this one doesn't fit there, but it does fit there. And sometimes they break even when you get it right. Not sure what's up with that. That one fits more than one place, so how about this one? There we go. Perfect. Open door. And what kind of goodies await us in here? Black market antiquities. Spacesuits. Mannequins. Wearing a spacesuit. But a terrible spacesuit. I guess it's not that bad, it's just not as good as mine. $11,000. Valuable antiquities. Ah, contraband. Well, I'm not planning on becoming a smuggler, but we can turn him into somebody for a reward, find the original owner or whatever. Don't know. We'll figure it out later, but right now we have a bigger problem. Yeah, there's the captain. He's the one with the Gatling laser or whatever. Yeah, I didn't quite finish off the bodyguard. Hello! Shotgun time. What, did I cancel my reload or something? Didn't know you could do that. Don't know how 4 shots in a double barrel works, but I'm glad we have it. And I think he backed up slightly beyond optimal shotgun range. Which, good call, honestly. And he must have healed because he's got one of his health bars back. XP. Did Lynn get the henchman or the captain? She must have killed the henchman. Yeah, he was kind of tough. And there are still more left. Not sure if they're flanking or guarding the path we didn't take. Lawgiver and an Equinox. None of that sounds like what I was seeing. I guess the Equinox must have a beam splitter on it or something. Full auto. That was it. Well, this seems like a perfect time to try out my new sniper rifle. Well, he's still got most of a health bar, but I think that put him down. Yeah, it totally did. And why am I wasting ammo finishing him off? That's what the cutlass is for. That's for messing with List.
This is the first deep breath I've taken in months. I make no illusions. You did this. And now it's up to us to keep it going.
Yes, it is. And I know it's going to be tough working together going forward, but that's exactly what you need to do. Because while the station was admittedly mostly me and Lynn, the space battles were absolutely a team effort.
Very diplomatic. It's horseshit, of course. But it sounded nice. The rest of the families and I, well, we chipped in for a reward. I know it's probably a pittance compared to what someone like you makes. But, we're just dirt poor farmers and miners just trying to get by. I think I need to shut up now. Don't want to get...
Seems a bit premature to be asking this right now. Seems more like a follow-up conversation, but how's the future of the defense pack look?
Not much of anything without the Lemaire's. But I feel like Jan and I might have finally healed some old wounds. Time will tell.
Fair enough. If that's it, I think this is goodbye.
Right you are. If you ever are in this system, you come back and visit. We'll give you a warm welcome for the ages.
Actually, I may very well stop by again. We're here for the artifact, but I really need to make a trip back to New Atlantis to offload some loot before we do that. Yeah, that's absolutely the new particle cannon. Alright, let's see if we can shuffle anything around to make a little more room.
Hey, Dad? Will you read to me tonight before bed?
Read to you? Sure. I'd like that very much. You haven't asked me to do that in a long time.
Been in the Vanguard a long time.
Will
The faces
you use funny
change.
voices
but
for the
bad guys are
characters?
still bad guys.
Like you used to when I was little?
You just try and stop me.
You keep installing new cool things in your ship. It's like Christmas every day.
Speaking of books.
Books.
Yeah, she's definitely got a fetch quest or something. Need a little more to go on here.
Yeah, that makes sense. Do you have more books, or can you buy me more books? With real pages, a spine, the whole package. My book allowance is all gone and Dad won't get me more. So, books?
Don't let her con you out of more credits. Her book allowance damn near bankrupted me.
Dad, this is between us.
I have a few books. What kind of stuff are you into?
I like books about quantum theory and astrophysics. Or science. Or horses. Did you know that it wasn't until after the Industrial Revolution that horse speed was the maximum civilization speed for centuries? All of society was built upon horses. Imagine what they must have looked like for real. They look smelly, in a good way.
Huh. I was expecting an option to give her books, or sell her books, but apparently not. Well, add this to the book fund then.
Oh, Dad, you've made the best friend ever.
Well, now you done it. Now you can get pestered about books nonstop.
Yeah, a small price to pay for my education. Now the important question. Pizza. Favorite topping? And please don't say cheese. Dad loves boring old cheese.
Bacon, onions, and sweet peppers. Bell peppers will do in a pinch. Which is technically majority vegetable, but if it can only be one topping, bacon or pepperoni. So I guess I'd have to say meat.
Did you hear that, Dad? Meat! We have you outnumbered!
We could always get one of each.
No, you lose. I have decided that I will stay. You have the Cora stamp of approval. I, seem to have left my stamp back on Dad's ship, but imagine it there, on your arm. Cora approves.
Well, so much for that being a way to free up some carry capacity. Maybe we just haven't found the right books. Dunno.
Our scan detected contraband on board. Halt and prepare to be boarded. All illegal and stolen goods will be confiscated. I've got special orders. You're coming with me. Stand down and prepare for immediate transport to our vessel.
What? Oh, the freaking antiquities. Yeah, I was going to try and return these to their rightful owner. If you want them, they're yours. I don't have any other stolen goods. Is that what this is about?
I've been authorized to inform you that you're being transferred to the UC Vigilance. You'll find out more when you get there. Other than that, I'm not at liberty to divulge any additional information.
What about my ship?
We have orders to transport you and your vessel to your final destination, the UC Vigilance. Any deviation from those orders on your part will be considered an act of hostility and will be met with aggressive force.
I wasn't planning on it. Standing down.
Smart decision. Stand by to be boarded and transferred.
What? No pay or fine or go to jail? No, this doesn't feel right at all.
I'm telling you, the commander's got plans for this loser. Why else would he be going through all this trouble? I still don't understand why he trusts a criminal. Seems like too much of a risk.
Hello?
Stop worrying and keep an eye on our guest. I'll be right back. You just sit tight. The commander wants to have a little chat. The prisoner's ready, sir.
Yeah, this is 100% not your normal, stop right there, criminal scum.
I hope you're comfortable. We have a lot to discuss.
I'm not sure we do. I might talk to the actual police, but who are you?
I'm your ticket out of the mess you've gotten yourself into. That's all you need to know for now.
Yeah, wrong again. There are quite a few things I need to know. You can tell me what the hell's going on, or we have nothing to discuss.
Well, we'll see about that. First, let me see what we're working with here. Looks like you spent several years dabbling in industry and finance. It's a far cry from where you are now. I also see that you mined on Vectera, and now you're with Constellation. You've certainly been quite busy. Oh, and look at that. Right at the bottom of this list is the criminal incident that landed you in my crosshairs.
A minor incident, which was an honest mistake. Yes, I know ignorance of the law is no excuse, and I would be happy to discuss the details with actual police, which you are not. Get to the point.
I will, when I'm ready. Now that we have that out of the way, let me introduce myself. My name is Commander Kibwe Ikande, and I'm in charge of this operation for UC SysDef. Are you familiar with what we do?
In broad strokes. What I know for sure is you kidnap people.
Actually, that's something new we're trying. I figured we needed to branch out a bit, broaden our horizons. UC SysDef is a division of the UC Navy. While they handle the big picture stuff, we deal with a very particular problem. The Crimson Fleet. That convict is where you enter the picture.
I'm not a convict. I haven't been convicted of anything. I'm a suspect. And an increasingly suspicious one.
I don't remember asking how you felt about anything. We've been prodding at the Crimson Fleet for years, trying to take them down one ship at a time. But we barely scratched the surface. If we can get someone on the inside, we have a shot at finding a loose thread we can pull to bring it all down.
Well, good for you. I have no love for the Crimson Fleet. I guarantee your little file there tells you they killed my coworkers, put me out of a job, and kidnapped a friend of mine. Well, two, but the other one's more of a frenemy. So why bother with the theatrics? In fact, why not just send in the Armada and wipe them out for good?
If the military rolls in and attacks the Crimson Fleet, we'd have a full-scale war on our hands. That means losses, heavy losses, that the United Colonies can't afford.
'Cause you need them to oppress anyone that wants independence, right? And I guess you want me to risk my neck and go undercover for you.
Not for me. For yourself. Look, I'm going to make this simple. Agree to work for UC SysDef, and together we take down the Crimson Fleet. Refuse, and I tell these guys to throw you into the nearest lockup. Might even tack on an extra few hundred credits to your fine.
You know, I'd actually be okay with that. I didn't realize coercion was part of SysDef's code of ethics, although I shouldn't be surprised.
I'm not coercing you into doing anything. I'm simply giving you a chance to redeem yourself. So, what do you say? You going to work with me, or should I find someone else?
Okay. A, I haven't done anything wrong, so there's nothing to redeem. B, you're a smug fascist prick, and I don't like you. You're the kind of person who occasionally finds themselves on the wrong end of a friendly fire incident. And C, I wouldn't mind throwing a big wrench in the works of the Crimson Fleet, and this actually does sound like a pretty cool mission. I'm in.
Smart choice. I'm going to have one of my men escort you to the operations center. I strongly suggest that you don't give him any trouble. And don't bother trying to leave the ship. I think you'll find all access to the docking area is fully restricted.
Hey, Future Jeff here. I usually have a pretty good sense of how much gameplay is going to make a video about the right length and when to stop playing, but I was way off this time. So rather than make this episode 90 minutes long, I'm going to wrap up the editing and leave you with a little cliffhanger here. That does mean the next one will have a cold open, unless I pop back in for the intro. A video without, "Hey, this is Jeff," seems like it'd be blasphemy at this point. Anyway, please leave a comment if you have questions or suggestions. Like, subscribe, turn on notifications, all that good stuff. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.